This is 91.3 FM, WCUW in Worcester, Massachusetts, with Pam and Dr. Chris
Hi there.
interviewing Jason Delgado, the producer of Easter Sunday, a brand new slasher film in the genre of other holiday killer horror movies.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show with us, Jason.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Jason, what can you tell us about Easter Sunday?
Well, it's a movie loosely based on an urban legend originating from a few incidents in the Fairfax County, Virginia, and about around 1970.
What?
It's kind of like a variation on the legend involving a man wearing a rabbit costume who attacks people with an axe. It's a throwback horror film in the vein of 80s slasher genre. You know, we're not trying to bring forth, something new. We're kind of recreating something that we fell in love with, which is the 80s slasher. It's about Douglas Fisher, who is the spirit of Douglas Fisher is coming back in the form of his son, Ryan Tate. And he has to kill everybody who resurrected him in order to continue to survive.
Oh, so he's resurrected, so it's kind of the whole play on the whole reason of Easter, I guess. Interesting. I love the.
Yeah, very much so. It involves we call it a spirit board for copyright reasons, but it involves a spirit board, and it involves a group of kids, a group of young adults getting together at a party, and they resurrect the spirit of Douglas Fisher, and the spirit goes into his son, Ryan Tate, who nobody knows he's the son of Douglas Fisher, and he comes back to, kill everybody in the worst way possible.
Wow. What can you tell? Can you elaborate a little bit more on this legend that it's based on?
Well, there's not really too much. It's kind of like an urban legend in the area since the 70s here, and a lot of the local people know about it. They grew up around the area. It originated near Clifton and the Bunny Man Bridge, which a lot of people here know about, and it's on Wikipedia. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of information. And there's not a whole lot of truth to it. It's just from a bunch of people telling stories, and over the years, it's become this urban legend.
The promo art for that movie is especially cool. I like it. It's very kind of simplistic. The head in the Easter basket. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Do you think that's a good representation of what we see in the film there?
Absolutely. It's we don't take ourselves very seriously, although we're very, we feel like we're very serious filmmakers. But we really love the old B movies, and a lot of the trauma films. Very cheesy, funny, but we really are striving to bring forth a good representation of filmmakers using their creativity to bring a film to fruition on a very little micro budget. And our poster is actually created by Mark Schoenbach, who is famous for Night of the Pumpkin, and he's very well known in the horror community for doing horror posters.
Now there's never been an Easter killer holiday movie before, right?
Actually, there's some variations of low budget films, but nothing specific with the Easter Sunday and the bunny. So we feel like we're really the first people who to really tackle it head on and bring it forth, and not just do the Easter Sunday, but also incorporate the bunny into it as well.
Yeah, I mean that's what we need because we have a killer Santa Claus, And Eli Roth has said several times that he is going to be his next project will be Thanksgiving. So we're going to have a killer pilgrim.
What?
And we've had a killer jack-o'-lantern in way of Sam Hain from Trick or Treat. I think the only thing missing is probably we've had a killer mom, we've had a killer stepfather, for Dad, we've had killer Uncle Sam, but we need a killer bunny and we need a killer rabbi for Hanukkah.
That would be amazing. And I love that movie, by the way, the killer Uncle Sam.
Yeah, isn't it called Uncle Sam?
Yeah, I also saw a movie recently called President's Day, which starred Sean P. Phillips, one of the stars who's going to be making a feature in our film. It's an amazing film.
Your movie also has Ari Lehman in it, the original Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 1.
Yeah, he was amazing on set. He really helped us out and flushed some of the actors on set who weren't as, vetted in the industry. We were really lucky to have him. He's playing a special, important part in this film, and it kind of leads into what may be our next project down the line. I think people will really enjoy him in the movie.
This is your first production?
Yes, this is my first production. It's our first feature film. I've done smaller YouTube series, with friends, but this is the first time that we've all really gotten together and, made this the most important thing in our lives, really.
Do we get the typical slasher film tropes in the film? Stupid people running into places that they can't get away from. The dumb female characters get killed off first. The token characters get killed off first, and the one lone surviving girl stands overall. Do we get that stuff?
Well, although I do really love those things in the slasher films, we're kind of breaking the mold. We have, our two of our stars are African American, and
they didn't die first.
They don't die first?
No, they don't die first. Absolutely not. And, one of them may even survive. I don't know, but he may just survive the film.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, I understand. You can't give it away. Do you feel like there isn't enough slasher films with unique original titles and ideas coming out these days, and a lot of the horror movies are ghosts, supernatural, and Satan?
Well, yeah, it's different than what was back in the 80s, the Maniac Cop and Maniac and
Jason, Freddy.
Everything is leaning toward the supernatural, and ghost stories, and what you don't show and what you don't see, and that's not scary, not to me.
That was that was scary in the first Paranormal Activity, and then
not the next 4.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 in October.
Wait, is the 5th one coming out, or?
Well, Paranormal Activity Part 5 comes out in October, and then we just had 4.5.
That's 5 more.
I really enjoyed the last one they did, the Paranormal Activity, the Mark ones. That was a film that I really enjoyed quite a bit.
Why?
Up until that movie, I just really, didn't, unless I'm in my room or at home, with all the doors, open and the lights off, and I'm all alone. That's just not a scenario to me that I feel fear, because it's, not real. And carrying a weapon, a living being carrying a weapon coming at me, that to me is real.
Now, I don't know if Pam saw the marked ones.
I did not.
Okay.
I know you saw it.
I saw the marked ones. The only scene in that movie I love is they finally do something about the witch coven. Is they get the gangbangers together with their shotguns, Grand Theft Auto style, and they go charging into that coven, about to blow away some witches, as they say. And it completely backfires on them because obviously Paranormal Activity powers are much more powerful than a couple loaded, shotguns.
Well, I'm Puerto Rican, so you don't know what, we have that Puerto Rican judo. We come out with the shotguns and, we think we can do whatever.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out for those Puerto Ricans in that movie, I think.
That was my favorite part of that whole movie. I really love it. I agree.
It definitely it was interesting, and then of course the whole time traveling ending where he ends up back in the very first film. Oh, I spoiled it. Who cares?
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers for the fifth entry in an already watered out series. But I guess you'll be out in October to go see Part 5 if you've seen them all. And so when does your film officially come out?
We're looking for a release in August, and we're hoping that we're planning on hitting the festivals, of course, and we're absolutely positive we're going to be on video on demand and Netflix and Redbox. There's no doubt in my mind that this film is going to be able to be seen by the masses, especially starring the icon Robert Zadar from the Maniac Cop. I just think people want to see him back on the big screen. People want to see these horror icons like Ari Lehman and the horror veterans like Edward X. Young and the new up and comers like Sean C. Phillips. They're just ready for something new from fans who love horror, like myself and the director, Jeremy Morehead. We're really just fans, people who love horror movies. I have a collection of horror movies, props from movies, signatures. I go to the conventions, I meet the stars, I take pictures, so I'm as much of a fan of horror movies and movies in general as any other nerd is. And, the only difference is we wanted to do something about it. We wanted to show people that you don't have to have a lot of money to make a good film. You don't have to have a lot of money to put out a good product that, is cinematic and beautiful, and we're hoping that the people who watch this film feel the same way.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show with us, Jason.
It's been my pleasure to talk to you, Chris, and you, Pamela. I enjoy your show very much, and I hope to continue to listen to you guys, do your thing.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else we should know? Where can our fans find out more about your film?
Sure. They can go to EasterSundayMovie.com. Like us on Facebook. There's where we release all the latest news, and we give prize giveaways. And we'll be releasing our short, just recently got released April 18th on BloodyDisgusting.com, and you'll be able to check out the first 6 minutes of the film there, absolutely for free, exclusively through BloodyDisgusting.com.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Have a good night.